Hello everybody, it's Rhonda here from Nelson's Soapery. I thought we would do our last live for the year, and yes, I'm back in my room because the internet is not working in the studio, but that's okay. So today I just really wanted to say a Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you have an absolutely amazing Christmas, and regardless of what you believe, even if it's just a day for family, a day for rest, a day just to think about the whole year, and hopefully you come up with some new cool ideas for the new year in 2023. But today I thought I'm going to go through a few things that have happened to me, some growth throughout 2022, and hopefully that can kind of give you some inspiration or give you just even some numbers so that you know basically what's happened with me in 2022. So a big hello to you all from everywhere around the world. I hope everybody is safe and enjoying these festive times. So now let's go through a few numbers, and during the video, everybody, make sure you give me a thumbs up if you like my videos, because honestly it really does help my channel. It helps it to grow and it helps people to see what I'm up to as well. So now let's start from the beginning. Like I said, I'm going to go over a couple things, some growth, things that have happened, and so on, like I said, in 2022. So in 2022, as you all know, this has been a massive year for me, growing on YouTube in particular. So I started off a really baby channel, and now we are growing to this. Hello, my love. Hi, Joy. Welcome, my love, to our early Sunday chat, because it is Christmas Eve here in Australia. So we're all getting ready, and I thought I'm just going to do my chat on here for tomorrow, and then sadly I will not be back until another Sunday chat to the 15th of January, because of everyone going away, holidays, and then I do have a market on the 7th and 8th of January. So anyway, that's why, like I said, I thought we will come a bit earlier and I'll go through a few things. So like I said, YouTube was a massive growth for me in 2022. We literally went from a baby channel of having really very low subscribers to now close to 9,000. And yes, it's not don't worry about the numbers, we're not talking about the numbers, but in the growth of even people watching. So now if I kind of look at the numbers now, it's saying that on average over 500 people per month are subscribing to this channel, which is huge. Now for me, that is a huge milestone, and over 7,000 hours gets watched every month on my channel. Thank you, my love, candle making a stylist. Merry Christmas to you, my love. And as I said, I just thought I'd come on for my very last Sunday chat for 2022, and then we'll be back mid-January. And I'm just going to give you a few numbers so that you kind of can see. And as I just said then, my growth has gone to roughly about 7,000 hours watched every month, and for me that is amazing. Like, I never thought that many hours would ever be watched on my video, and some of my videos have been watched more than 30,000 times, which is huge for a little mumsy in the suburbs of Australia. So I'm very excited about that. Thank you, Joy. Yeah, and lots of people are saying that. And you know what, Joy? I think the good thing about watching someone small like me is you can see that you can do it. Just being a mom or just a wife, or, well, I shouldn't say just, it's not just, but you know what I mean? Like, we're just small average people, and it's good to see just an average person with not a lot of money, just a normal person doing their thing, and you can succeed at this. You really can. It just takes time, everyone, and so much patience, because I have loaded hundreds of videos to my site, and it's really only honestly been the last few months that it's really grown a lot. And of course it's not just YouTube. I have Patreon. Patreon is massive. I'll go into that as well. For me, that is a massive growth as well, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit. I do have my notes, because I always forget, and if I don't come with notes, it'll be quite sad, really, won't it? So that's one thing I want to talk about. So now on Patreon, we have a bit over 130 Patreons, and it goes up and down each month. But I'm really proud of that, because people are actually paying joining me on that. So that Patreon is not free. People are paying anything from $5 a month to $50 a month, and I do have people on every tier. So it's really, really exciting on Patreon. And the thing with Patreon is I'm able to teach more, in depth and give you PDFs. Also, anyone that's been with me for more than 6 months on Patreon or signs up to the highest level, they're going to actually get a book. So I'm going to bring the book out mid-January. It's a 30-page book, and there will be recipes in that, tips, tricks, things you can do. Also, I'll have like some planners in there, some goal setting planners and so on, to kind of help you on your business road. So I hope that does help. So if anyone wants to join Patreon, just go over there. My links are in YouTube in the top right hand corner, and on lots of my videos you'll also see the links on Patreon. And I'm hoping to do lots more things on there and bring lots of recipes, because I'm learning as you guys are as well as I come along. Oh, I'm so glad you're enjoying my Patreon, and I do get lots of lovely people saying that as well. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Candle Making Stylist. And my love, I really do hope, that this really helps you and inspires you to move forward, because as I tell lots of people, honestly, my husband and I have a really small home. It's an older home, much older home in the suburbs. It's not, it's not a massive home. It's a little old home, and we love this little old home. But that's what I want to say. It's okay. You don't need to be a wealthy person to, I don't have the money to go into a shop, so I've gone back to markets to try and get that money to go back into a shop. And that's one thing that I really wanted to say, that it's okay to not have heaps of money to do this. Oh, hi, Keystar. You have caught me, my darling. We're just talking about, this is my last Sunday chat for 2022, and then I'll be back on the 15th of January. Because of all the holidays and me having markets and things, and I need to do markets to get some more cash behind me so that I can open a shop, because I want to open one. And my whole goal of opening a shop is I will also have a little area in my shop where I will try and help other people to advertise their products as well as mine. So that's my goal anyway. Oh, that's okay. And I do try and give everybody, honestly, the transparency and the numbers, because look, honestly, some months I don't sell. Well, no, that's not true. Every month I sell something, but there are some weeks that I don't sell anything. So please don't think that I'm selling $10,000 a month. I do not sell anything like those kind of numbers. The biggest amount I ever sold was about 7,000 a month, maybe, I think. But that was huge wholesale last year. This year has been less than half of that, and I think it is because our interest rates in Australia have gone up. Everything's been much tougher, and everyone across the board has noticed people are not spending this year, which is fine. We have years of those, so don't be discouraged if you're not selling as much this year. And can I tell you, sometimes things flip. So the year before I was selling heaps more candles. This year I'm selling probably 80% of my sales are soap. So it just depends. And that is all in the packaging. I changed my packaging because it wasn't selling as well, and boom, couldn't believe how fast it started just running off the shelves at markets. So that's really, really important. And my husband is designing and making me a beautiful soap stand. So when he does that, I will actually take you through. We'll do a video on that so you can all see how he's doing that as well. Oh, that's okay, my love, and I do hope that does help. Now, I'm just going to look down at a couple things we want to talk about. Oh, so Facebook. So I do have a Facebook group. It's totally free. It is definitely a safe Facebook group. Now, in my Facebook group, to post anything, you post it, and then I need to okay it. And that way, it's making sure that everyone is on a safe platform. If anyone says anything negative or mean, they get removed from my group immediately. So please do know that it is a really safe Facebook group, because I've been on many where there's been fights, and I'm not going to have that. We don't need that. We need positive vibes, everybody. A small business is really tough, so we need positive vibes, and we can have friends from all across the world digitally now, which is really good. So please go over there. Join that one. Most of the links are on a lot of my videos, once again, and no question is a silly question. So if you're brand new to anything, please feel free to ask a question over there. and whether it's myself or other people are really helpful and will help. And lovely Jan did help another lady, Tammy, the other day, which was really lovely. So, you know, it's not competition, everyone. Instead of looking at people as competition, look at it as growing. Because if they're doing something and you're not doing it, maybe you kind of got to look at them as well. Yeah, that's right, Joy, and that's exactly why I don't do a lot of Facebook groups. You will not see me on many. Every now and then I'll answer a question on one, but generally I don't, because I just don't like the negative vibe on the group. So anyway, you can, like I said, you can join me there. You can also join me on Patreon, of course, YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok. You'll see me on those, but TikTok I'm not on there very much at all anymore. I don't have a lot of time to be on there. So anyway, like I said, we've had growth from our Facebook group going over to, I think we have about 300 on there. What did I say? So Patreon as well. YouTube's massive growth on YouTube. And now let's talk about some sales, because people ask me about sales in 2022. So when we talk about sales, for me, honestly, it can be anything from $80 a week to thousands. There's no right or wrong. That's right, Keista. We should all help each other, and I don't find any competition. That's why I give away my recipes, because, you know, you guys aren't me. You're going to do a different spin on it. Even if I give you the recipe, it's not going to be exactly mine. You're going to make it different, color it different. So that's the thing. You know, you shouldn't look at competition. And can I tell you, competition is healthy. It's healthy. It keeps us on our toes. It keeps us thinking all the time of how we can change and learn and grow on things like that as well. Very important. Hello, Todd. Welcome, my love. I know that may not be your name, but it does come up on there. So Merry Christmas to you, darling. And I hope everyone's going to have a really safe one. I think I have 20 people at my house this Christmas. My children and their partners, and my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, and so on, which is really nice. But I will be thinking of my beautiful daddy, who sadly is not here this Christmas. This will be my second Christmas without him. So it's a bit sad, but I know he is sparkling down. So for anyone that has lost someone, I know Christmas can be a really tough and hard time. So, but I'm thinking of all of you because I do understand what that feels like. So, you know, just think of people that have less than us. There is so many. And that's why I do donate some money to other people as well. Oh, thank you, Joy. Yeah, you know, as many people know, I absolutely idolized my dad. He was wonderful. So, you know, he still is wonderful. He's still in my life. So just not in my home, which is a bit sad. But anyway, you know, thinking of nice thoughts today. So now, and also for my 2022 year. So like I said, sales have gone from anything from $80 up to you know, thousands. It really just depends. But going back to markets has helped. But I'll tell you, markets in Australia have definitely gone down in the takings. And I think that is because the shops are open again. And lots of people are telling me that. They have definitely noticed that as well. So now I will tell you that, because people have been asking me, you know, what kind of products do I sell? How many do I sell? This year I have sold over 5,000 items on my store. So that's just something to lead to. And can I tell you, when I first started, I was that excited to sell one item. I mean, you know, and whether I get a sale for $10 or $100, I really honestly am so grateful, because people have spent their hard-earned money in my store. They've chosen me over anyone else. And that's what you've got to remember when you even get one sale. Yeah, that's right, Joy. And I really honestly believe people have gone back to the stores. I mean, the stores are packed. When I go in them, they're packed. And lots of businesses, even in my area, like I live in an outer area. Now, some of the stores here, now hold your hat, everyone, but some of the stores are taking over $10,000 a day in sales back at stores. which is amazing for them because they had a really tough time. Anyone having a shop knows how hard it's been during COVID and lockdowns, especially in Melbourne. I think we were zoned as the most lockdown city in the world. Those shops definitely deserve the sales. But I always say try and support a small shop rather than a big corporate giant. Corporate giants don't need our money as much as these small ones do. So for me, I pretty much bought nearly everything in my town. And of course, I've supported lots of small businesses online that I bought lots of things from, and I know my kids are going to love it. So like I said, I really just wanted to kind of talk about those kind of numbers just so that you see that I'm not selling 30,000. I'm not earning $100,000 or anything like that a year. So I definitely don't. But, look, I do earn an okay living. Once you get to even the stage I'm at, which I'm very small. So usually you would expect to take 40, 50,000 doing what I do. That's kind of, when you've got, like I said, your Patreon, your YouTube, online sales and market sales, that you would expect to take around that, being small. And then as you grow, like some channels, some channels actually take $10,000 a month just in Patreon. But I don't do anything like that. I earn under $1,000 on Patreon. The same as YouTube, I take under $1,000 a month on YouTube, way under. So that's the thing. It just takes time to grow, everyone. So I just wanted everyone to, please think about it for 2023. Just think about what you're going to do, how you can change things, maybe update your products. And you'll see from the start of my recipes to now, they advance all the time. And I learn all the time. I definitely don't know everything. So anyway, in finishing this, a Merry Christmas to all of you lovelies, and I really am so grateful. There is so many of you that follow me that I can't name you all because there is just so many. And I do have to give a big shout out to Chrissy and Carly because they have helped me with the Australian Soaping and Candle Conference. They have literally volunteered all their time behind the scenes for the last 9 months, helping me get people on board, speakers. And for anyone that didn't know, even the speakers that are at my conference, they actually pay to be speakers. They pay for their ticket. So next year in March, if you want to come along, you can come along in person and you can come along online. All you've got to do is go over to that website, which is the Australian Soaping and Candle Conference.com. You can buy your ticket on there. So, and if you're online, you can join from any country in the world online. Basically, you just need your ticket. And then you'll get all the information. You'll also get a book as well. And the book will have recipes and things like that in it. So it's a very exciting book to have as well. Hello, my love. Merry Christmas from West Virginia, USA. Merry Christmas from downtown Aussie. So from Melbourne, Australia. And finally, we're getting a bit of a warm day. It's only 22 degrees Celsius here. So, but Christmas, I think we go to 27. But usually it's like 35 this time of year. So crazy. Yes, thank you, Joy. A Merry Christmas to you, my love. And thank you for always supporting my channel. There are many of you that you support my channel. You know I love you guys. You're amazing. I just cannot believe this amount of people are joining my little Bubsy channel. And I'm really, really proud of and feel very humbled to where I've, started to where I am. But we're only going to grow more, all of us, in 2023. So anyway, a Merry Christmas to you all. I will go now and not take any more of your Christmas Eve because it's Christmas Eve in Australia at the moment and I need to do my last bit of shopping because I have 20 people for Christmas Day for lunch. Anyway, bye my loves, and I will see you in the new year. Bye.